guys, it's the pajama party.
Fly!
I'm in my hoodie right now, and James is in his.
My stepdad's dressing gown that he left for me.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but it fits me, so you know.
It's definitely giving old man.
It's giving Dutch vibes, isn't it? I hate that.
It's also giving, what's his name, Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff.
Is that who's the guy who owns the Playboy Mansion?
Oh shit! What's his name?
Wim Hof? No.
Wim Hof.
Who's Wim Hof?
Whoosh. Have a cold shower. Fuck 20 bad bitches.
Wait, is David Hasselhoff and Wim Hof not the same person?
No, David Hasselhoff's the one with the massive tits and SpongeBob flies down.
Yeah.
See you later, boys.
Yeah.
Wim Hof's the guy who has cold showers. Goes,
oh, right. Yeah.
And the guy you're thinking of is dead.
Oh.
I can't remember his name, though.
Oh.
But apparently he's an awful guy.
Big rip.
I don't think many people want him to rest in peace.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
so
he's a
no
very
big
good guy.
rip.
Well, I don't know the guy.
Or just
Dead.
Yeah. Well, in today's episode, if you guys didn't know, we have just come back from Dubai, so we thought we could share our nightmare horror stories that happened there, as well as your holiday nightmare stories, as well as James's childhood abandonment. So we've got a fun episode ahead of us.
Yes.
And I'm excited to get into it. But before we get into it, really random,
I've got Prosecco.
we've got mimosas because it is 8 o'clock in the morning right now. That's not even a joke.
Yeah.
And we did get some comments on YouTube saying, you don't have to drink every episode. I'm actually concerned for your health. Well, we're not going to stop, unfortunately.
Do you know what? This actually makes you want to do it more.
Yeah, it's kind of like being told not to do something from your mum, and it just makes you want to rebel.
And not only, our neighbours, I can't believe
Please
it.
don't pop that in my
Was it
eye,
last?
James.
I know. Why would
scared.
I do that? Well, last episode, wasn't it that we I popped a confetti cannon, right?
Yep.
At 2 a.m. and now it's what 8 a.m. on a Thursday, and they're probably asleep.
Please
well,
don't.
congratulations.
I hate these things.
Okay, what are you gonna say congratulations for?
Now they always say congratulations.
Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation.
James! That definitely could have gone in my eye, and that has gone all over your seat.
And the set, that's ruined the wallpaper. That took me fucking hours.
But actually,
Well, good luck.
James, don't drink from the bottle, you dirty bastard.
It's for good luck.
Right, I'm pouring some in. Also, I have a driving lesson soon, so I can't get too tipsy. Wait, can I say that?
You're not having over the limit of units.
Yeah,
you got it like in the
I'm
evening.
not getting drunk. I'm not doing shots or anything
No,
like that. I'm
you're
just
not,
having.
You're not day drinking and then doing a driving lesson. You're having.
I don't want to give off that. The camera just saw I put this much prosecco in my. The rest is orange juice.
It's not orange juice. It's it's Ardy's Litty Liquor.
Litty liquor? Is that real?
Yeah, it's called like Licky or Litty. Licky. He smells well nice as well. I fucking hate it. I hate that he smells so
when
good.
the fuck have you smelled Ardy?
Mate, me and Ardy are good
Is
friends.
Is it smelled or smelt?
I smelled him.
When did you smell Ardy?
Me and him are great friends. What the fuck are you on about? I see him all the time.
Where?
In Shoosh. No, back in the day when COVID was a thing, I used to see him in Shoosh quite a lot. I never spoke to him, never was friends with him, don't care. But he's fucking tiny, can I say? Like, I know I'm a tall bloke, but
You know he's young, right? He's like 18.
He's a male, 18, 5'1". He's grown. That's him grown. It's not like he can't grow anymore. If he was 14, I'd be like, yeah, obviously he's small.
Leave the short kings out of it, James. Just because you're 5'2".
What?
I mean, just because you're 6'2".
I'm 6'4".
You're not 6'4" though, are you? Because when we were in Dubai, you got measured, and you're 6'2", mate.
I got measured by a, believe it or not, Ripley's illusion thing. I don't think it's accurate. And I stood next to another one, and I was 6'4", nearly 6'5".
It was accurate for me. It said I was 5'5", and that's correct.
But you're not 5'5", though. You're
Yes,
literally 5'6", 5'7".
James, I'm not. Why do you think that I'm 5'7"? It's so bizarre. Do you know how tall that is for a woman? Measure me right now. I am 5'5".
No, you're not.
I've
I've been with bare 5'5" girls, and I tell you, no, you're not 5'5".
Well, then they're lying. They must have been like 5'3", 5'4".
No, not. They're all 5'5". I measured them all before they came
Melissa
through
is
the door.
5'7", and she's a giant.
Oh, that's rude. Sorry, Melissa, if you're watching.
No.
You're a fucking giant.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. Anyway. I want to expose you now because you're just exposing me.
Okay.
I'm not happy. What happened on the way to Dubai? I think the people have a right to know. What happened?
I think that's private information, and maybe I don't need to expose myself like that.
If that's private, then why did I share my story in America? That is private. Because it would do well, James. It's really funny, James. People want to hear yours. If I told my poo story, you've got to tell yours.
So, when we went to Dubai, we had an early flight, and luckily I had my friend Abby to drive us to Heathrow Airport because me and James, well, you can drive now, but we still don't have a car, right? So it was early in the morning, and before I got in the car, I decided to have a banana and a coffee, two things that do not mix and go right through you. And I didn't go to the toilet before getting in that car, which was a really bad mood from me. Move. So we're in the car. It's about an hour and a half to Heathrow Airport. Halfway through, I'm really starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel my butt cheeks having to quench and tighten because I am starting to get a turtle head, and I don't want to concern anyone because we are already late to get to the airport anyway. Lots of traffic.
Yeah.
But then I had to just go, Abby, I need to poo and you need to stop because I am going to shit my pants. I've never needed a poo so much in my life. Normally I can hold it together. No, this was coming out like a baby. I had no choice. It was coming when it wanted to come. So, long story short, we couldn't stop at a service station because there was no exit for that. And we were 9 minutes to the airport and I could not hold it. I really tried. I was sat in my seat upright. I was screaming. I was going, oh! Everyone was going, breathe. You can do it. You can wait. I was like, guys, I cannot wait. And when your friend tells you, I'm going to shit myself, you think they're joking because normally you would. At this big age, you don't think your friends are going to shit themselves.
No, I didn't ever think I'd see you shit yourself.
I technically didn't shit myself.
No.
I found a plastic bag in the car and I said, guys, I'm going to have to shit in it. And they're all going, no.
Get the COVID mask on. The windows are open. My head's sticking out the fucking M5.
Abby is very sensitive to that sort of stuff. So she was gagging at the idea. And then Joe just going, do you know what? Do it if you need to do it. Don't shit in your white trackies because that's going to be even worse. And I asked James, please can you hold this plastic bag for me? Because it was quite a small plastic bag. It was like a corner shop plastic bag I found. And he refused.
As I should.
I was like, okay, how am I going to do this myself? And then the heavens from above made me see that Abby had a M&S freezer bag type, what they called the bag for lifes. I saw one of those in my corner. I was like, that's big enough for no one to have to hold it open for me. I can just place that down on the floor, pull my pants down. Sorry, it's the noise. Pull my pants down and do this shit. And while I was pulling my pants down, we were on the motorway, right? And there was traffic on both sides of us. This poor woman was looking at me in disgust, like, what is happening in this car right now? Fucking Freaky was playing at full volume because no one wanted to hear my shit hit the bag. Once I let out that poo, Abby, like I said, she's sensitive to this sort of stuff. She starts throwing up at the wheel. Jojo then has to find another carrier bag. Jojo's holding the bag so Abby isn't sick on the wheel and is sick into something. She's still trying to drive safely. I actually will never get rid of that sight, that vision in my mind. You're rubbing your
back on me like this whilst taking a shit. And all I can hear and smell is this.
That shit was not healthy. That was a chemical. That was acid.
It exploded.
It was not a normal poo. It was diarrhea, mate.
It was a diarrhea?
Yes.
You told me it was a solid shit and you didn't have to wipe. But now you're telling me it's diarrhea.
It was diarrhea, but I didn't have to wipe. It shooted out of me so fast. That's how badly I needed it. I didn't even need to wipe. I did wipe, but nothing came off. I had to find in the back seat, in the what do you call that? You know, in the front of the seat, you've got that little area to put like...
The little pouch.
Pouch, yeah. I found Abby's like dirty McDonald's napkin.
Oh.
She's like, wipe her hands or something. I was like, that's
you're making me feel sick. You're making me feel sick.
That's gonna do it.
You're making me feel sick.
So you literally saw my bare ass pooing.
I've got a video of it.
The seat. Yeah, that video is going nowhere, mate.
On our wedding day. Huh?
And the thing that makes this even worse, it stunk so much. Everyone was gagging. And because we were on the motorway, you can't just lob it out the window. So then when we got to the airport, I then had to take this bag out with me with my suitcase and find a fucking bin. And also, Abby obviously gave me her sick bag too, so I had to find room for that too. So it was all just a mess, okay? And it was very stressful because I was seeing your cousins and auntie for the first time, and I was really worried I had a shit aroma on me, that I smelled disgusting.
I'm going to be honest with you, you did.
James, you told me that I didn't.
You didn't.
I tell you now, if you let me go and say hello to your family while I stunk of shit, you're not a good boyfriend.
I'm joking. Why would I want that? My girlfriend, who I've had for years, meeting my family for the first time, just reeking of shit. Thinking, how's that happen then?
Yeah, that was traumatic.
But no, yeah. I mean, that holiday and all was. I think every holiday is some sort of traumatic, and if you don't have a traumatic holiday. Was it really a holiday?
Yeah, Dubai was crazy because, well, as soon as we got there, we realised there was a lot of rules.
There's a lot of rules that you can and can't do in Dubai. One of them being hand gestures. And I didn't know that. Obviously, we have like the little, fuck you, middle finger. Or the, what's this one? Like, what?
I don't know what that means.
I swear that's also like, fuck you.
I don't know because in America it's just like peace sign.
Yeah, that's peace. But when they do this, that's peace. That's for them swearing.
Oh, is it?
That's peace for us, and that's swearing for us.
Weird,
isn't it? But anyway, yeah. So we knew that one of the gestures, my hand gestures, my mum told me was the thumbs up sign. Do not do that. We didn't know why. We didn't question it. And I think my mum even really knew why. I think we should just done research before moving there. She was like, "Don't do that." So
maybe it's just like impolite.
It's probably like not polite and also religious or something. I'm not too sure, but we're British. It happens all the time, and it's like ingrained into us. I remember like we're getting out of a taxi in Dubai. The taxi drives off, and I look at him and I give him a thumbs up. Pretty much what I've told him is, "Fuck off! Thanks for giving us a lift. Fuck off!" Getting the bill. Oh, cheers, mate. Oh, cheers for the bill. Fuck off.
I feel like just British people, they always do the thumbs up.
I know.
It's so hard.
I couldn't stop.
You literally couldn't control it, and neither could your cousin.
My cousin was the worst for it. We went to Dubai Mall. It's a lovely, huge mall, and we're walking around for ages. We're trying to find some Birks. Adam goes in, puts some Birks on, and it's only me and him and a worker in there. And tries loads of Birks on and it's not fitting, and it was just a bit of a stressful situation. So when he got one and it fit like a glove, it's like Cinderella, mate. Put it on, he went, "That's the one." Mm-hmm. Stands up and he looks the worker dead in the eye and goes, "That's it. Oh, these fit." Started shaking side to side with his thumbs fingering around. I'm like, oh my. You're going to go to jail, mate. Why would he
feel the need to do it to that extent? Who even starts dancing
awkward,
and starts
man.
dancing with their fingers, like with thumbs up?
Fuck you. That's what he was doing, right?
Was it because the room was empty and you were just trying to like fill it?
It's because I think we were causing her a problem by taking so long. So I think he was just a bit like awkward, like, "Thanks so much," but didn't realise what he was doing. And then I looked at Adam and I said, "Bro, what are you doing?" And he looks at me, hands go down to the side. He's like, and both just burst out laughing, and she's just standing there like,
no.
And we're just like, I had to turn away from her. I had to like almost stand up and just turn away. Like I was gonna walk out because it was so awkward, right? So awkward. Adam goes to pay, gets his phone out, and he taps the card, and he goes, "I'm sorry if my thumbs offended you." And then she looks up and goes, "It's okay." And then he looks at her and goes, "I didn't mean it." I thought about to kiss or something, do you know what I mean? It was very intimate, and I was just like,
okay, bye then.
See you later.
Well, the thing is, I feel like we need to look this up ourselves, because I don't know if your mum is pulling our legs and now we've just made a fool of ourselves.
Well, even so, that's fucking hilarious.
If anyone knows if this is true, putting your thumbs up is rude.
I know there are some hand signals in Dubai that are really bad.
Even just, like, say if you're trying to get someone's attention, you can't put your hand up. Like, you know, like how in class you're like, "Excuse me." Like, I do that sometimes in like a restaurant or something if I'm trying to get the bill, and I don't think that's rude. I'm not like, "Here, come here." I'm like, "Excuse me, hello."
No, but it's like trying to get their attention because obviously they're not thinking about you. But
apparently you're not meant to do that.
No, not really. Like I got told. I got told we got told not to do it. But yeah, I think Dubai overall was an amazing holiday, and I want to know your worst holiday experiences, because that was pretty bad. It was a prison scare, mate. We had a prison scare. I thought I was going to jail.
Even when you James accidentally broke something in a supermarket. I honestly was so anxious because everyone tells you how strict the laws are and that they have a zero tolerance for like shoplifting. Not exactly that you shoplifted, but you did eat one of those mints. You broke the mint packet and then you ate it.
You sound like it was a fucking heist. Like I came in there and went, those are the mints. See you later. I didn't shoplift because I didn't take anything out of the store.
That's true.
But what happened was there's tiny little mints, like in like almost like a beacon you get in science class. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
weird
really
like test
weird.
tube vibe.
Yeah.
And then I see the mints. I was like, oh, these look crazy. I pick one up and all attach to each other and they just fucking drop. And like tiny little balls of mints flying everywhere. And I was like, oh god. I had some in my hand. I was like, I either drop this on the floor or I stashed the evidence.
Yeah.
So I just ate them, and they were grim. They're like 20p. They're like 20p, not even.
They were actually quite expensive, James.
What, 3 dirhams?
Is that how much they were?
Well, yeah, but that's not even £1.
Oh, was it? Oh,
4.4 dirhams per pound.
Mr. Currency Man.
Thank you very much. But no, yeah, that's a jail scale there.
Yes, so don't break the law in Dubai, guys. Don't be like Kaz from Love Island who did the cocaine and is now going to prison for
The
like,
booger sugar for 25 years.
Pwah.
You don't want to do that.
So let's read out your nightmare holiday story, shall we?
Some of these are really bad. Like you need to whoever sent these in.
You need help.
You need help. You need help. Dad had a heart attack on the balcony, but I didn't know. I told him to hurry up. I'm hungry. Imagine your dad nearly dying, and you're like, "Fucking hell, mate!
No,
Any danger?"
Is he alive?
That I don't know.
That wasn't addressed in the.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm guessing he is
God.
alive because I reckon you
Heart
would have said
attacks
he's
are
dead.
scary, man.
Yeah, well, they're
They're the real deal.
you kind of need your heart, so if it starts attacking, it ain't good.
Starts beating your body up. I never really thought of a heart attack like that.
So I
The
think
way you just described it, it sounds like the heart just starts punching you up.
it probably feels like that.
Yeah. Oh.
What is? I know
Not
what a
wish
heart
that upon
attack is
anyone.
in terms of like but I don't know what it like. Is it like pumps too fast or stops pumping, or
I'm not too sure, but what I do know is if you start getting pain in your left arm, that can be a sign of a heart attack, guys. So
if you smell toast, if you slur,
yeah,
if your side of your face droops.
that's a stroke.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Went skinny dipping with my friends, and a random stag do had to watch my friend get washed up on shore sucking someone's dick.
What? Sorry, what?
It was a little bit confusing. So
How'd you get washed up sucking dick? Are
What,
you
you just
sucking the
like-
dick underwater swimming together and you get washed up on shore?
yeah, but
Like,
the way
what's
they're washed
happening?
up on shore sounds like they've been like pushed out into the shore and not realised, and they're just like lying on the beach like a washed up whale. Just
Yeah,
sucking
that's
dick.
how I see it. Or like you're so invested in sucking that willy that you don't even realise you've been washed up. Like,
Yeah, went skinny dipping with my friends, and a random stag do.
so you
Had to
decided to go
watch
skinny dipping. Then
my
you saw,
friend.
fresh meat. I'm gonna suck that guy's cock, and then gets washed up at sea.
No, but
together.
she had to watch her friend suck a man's dick.
Yeah, so maybe maybe just one of them wanted it.
I'm guessing so. Otherwise, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
There would have been an orgy, and they both wouldn't. They both would have been washed up on shore. I don't get that.
I don't get that.
Well, fair enough. I mean, that's something that your friends would do.
That's just not true.
Oh my god,
That's what you think in
no.
your insecure mind.
No,
that you
it's-
think that when we went to a girls' holiday, you thought we did sort of crazy shit like that. No, that's not.
Well,
the
no,
case
because every
at
time I
all.
come back, it's like
Jojo didn't even kiss anyone.
I'm not talking about her specifically. I'm just talking about your friendship group. I feel it's one of those ones that's like, guys, that would just be a crazy story.
No,
That would be so
No.
cool to tell.
No.
Let's do it for the vibes. And you just do it, and then you'll be like, oh god, that was I can't wait to tell people that. Rather than actually doing it because you want to do it. I feel like you do
That's
it for the story.
absolute bollocks.
You're like, how crazy can this night be before we die, so we can tell people about my story?
You chat the uttermost shit.
Okay, next
Sorry,
one.
I have a entertaining life.
Without me, you wouldn't.
I'm
Got
too right word.
No, you wouldn't.
Probably be doing more of my life, if anything.
Oh, okay. And how would you be doing this? Because you don't know how to press record on the camera, Chief.
I wouldn't. Maybe I do. Maybe podcasting is something I want to go down. Maybe
Oh.
I'd do some other stuff.
Cool.
Maybe I'd be a supermodel.
Okay.
Don't laugh at that. That was a possibility before I met you.
Got stuck in Greece because the Queen died. Laughing emoji.
Big
What a selfish bitch! Fuck the Queen!
Don't say that. That's rude. R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, I was doing it from her point of view.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
Oh, I love Lizzie.
Do you?
Yeah, I love Lizzo.
I love
Lizzo's great.
Lizzo.
No, rip the Queen. Like,
I
it
would
is sad.
love, off topic, I would love to go to a Lizzo concert. She was in London or Manchester the other day. I'm really sad I didn't get tickets.
We're talking about the Queen's death here, and you're talking about Lizzo.
You brought it up.
You sick animal.
You brought it up. But I think that's actually a positive to be stuck in Greece. I'd rather be in Greece than here. Hot weather, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Unless I had a job I needed to get back to.
Yeah, most people do have jobs. We're just the fortunate people that don't.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you know, if your holiday, if you needed to get back to work the next day, that's pretty peak, because then your job would get pissed off at you. But yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Shot time!
So yeah, it is 8 a.m. Well, a bit later than that now. And I've got to do a shot of tequila. So let's fucking do it. But no, being stuck in Greece with the Queen, because the Queen's dead, I mean, there's worse things to be stuck in Greece with, do you know what I mean? But rip Lizzie, man.
My driving instructor just messaged me and she said, can I start at 11:15?
Crikey Moses.
It's 9:15 right now.
How are you going to put that fucking mimosa down?
Technically I could, couldn't I? I feel like that would be better than doing it at 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Right, do that short.
Seriously, rest in peace, Queen. You died, and I couldn't attend your funeral because I was dying at the same time.
What?
Not a joke. Remember when I had fucking bronchitis?
Oh yeah. You wouldn't have gone anyway. You wouldn't have waited in that queue to see our coffin.
My dad used to go to the Buckingham Palace all the time.
Really?
He's got a picture with the king. He told King Charles a joke because my dad was a good police officer, but really high up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like chief constable or something.
Chief constable. That sounds professional.
He was like the head policeman of all like Somerset.
Mm-hmm.
So if you fuck with me, you fuck with him. Let's talk about our own holidays then.
Okay, so I think we have one place that we've both been to that I know I'm going to talk about that we can say on
the count of three.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Sharm el Sheikh. That place is fucking grim. It's actually built up, I think, just to be a resort area.
Yeah, just for like family holidays, I think.
Weird.
Because Sharm el Sheikh, as a kid, I didn't really think about where I was. I was just so excited to be there because the hotels are mad. Like most of them all have water parks in them, all inclusive. You know, you've got chicken nuggets for tea every single night. It's honestly a child's dream.
Mm-hmm.
But there really wasn't much around. Like, for example, when I'd
You are in the desert.
Are you in the desert? Or
Egypt.
But you're by the sea.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like desert, but then like 5 minutes away, you are by the Red Sea, aren't you?
Yeah, man.
Because I went on a boat trip, and that was enough story.
The sea isn't red.
No, it's not. That's a lie.
That is a lie.
As a kid, it was quite
Depressing.
depressing. Yeah, because when your family goes, we're going to the Red Sea.
You're like, what the fuck? I thought sea's blue.
I thought it was going to look like hell, mate. I thought there would be some weird
fucking lava.
Yeah.
Weird sharks.
Yeah, like the Red Sea. Like, scary. I was scared to go, but also intrigued. But when we went on the boat trip, the guy actually said, because people are going snorkeling, I went, there's no way in hell I'm going in the Red Sea with all those monsters in there. And he said, it's okay. We've shot all them up.
Oh, yeah. We've killed all the sharks.
Yeah. How have you done that then?
Something's not right.
1, I don't think that's morally right. 2, how are you going to tell me you've killed every single shark in that Red Sea? Surely one's going to pop up somewhere and it's going to be angry that you've killed their whole family and I'm going to be their dinner. So no way am I going snorkeling. My mum did, but...
I went snorkeling there.
Did you?
I cried because I thought the fishes were going to pull me down to the bottom of the sea.
Well, there you go then.
My snorkel was filled up with tears. I cried a lot on that little holiday. I was a little bitch.
Well, there was one thing I think we both cried about. We didn't go. It's so weird because we went at different years, obviously, but I think we both experienced
went to the same resort.
Yeah.
And the same, like, what do you call it, traumatic experience.
So in the hotel, because it's just like one big fat resort place thing, that they kind of expect you not to leave that area. So there's a spa and all of that sorts. And I think my mum just really wanted to go, but she knew that me and my sister were not going to go to kids club, so she kind of had to bring us along to the spa with her. That place caused me so much stress, and it's funny because James also experienced this too, but I would just remind you of the one thing that has stood out in my brain, which was these marble slabs that literally looked like, you walked in and it looked like a morgue.
It was a morgue.
Honestly.
But a pretty morgue.
A pretty morgue.
You don't have like marble floor, like marble morgues.
Yeah, it kind of looked like, you know, like when people they don't go in the grave, they have like a house that they put their body in,
like the royals and stuff.
Yeah, it looked like that. That's how
a royal morgue.
It. Yeah, a royal morgue.
That's a selling point for Sharm el Sheikh.
And on these slabs, they were obviously a part of the spa treatments. Don't really know why, because this lady then pulls me and my sister and goes, lay on here. I go to lay on it. My body felt like it was on fire. That slab was piping hot.
How do they make it that hot?
I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Just hot marble. How does that
happen?
Boiling.
It was boiling.
It kind of felt like child abuse, I'm not going to lie. Why are you making this poor 12-year-old girl lie on this slab and set on fire?
It's a form of torture, I reckon they do for like, I feel like you do that for like people in orphanage.
James!
Like, behave! Get on this marble slab. That's the shit you see in the movies. Do you know what I mean?
Instead of getting hit with a ruler.
Yeah.
Get on the marble slab.
Get on the marble slab.
So I refused to get on that. I was screaming for my life, but that wasn't the only traumatic thing. So basically, I screamed. I was like, I'm not getting on that. So then they were like, okay, I'll put a towel down. And it was still hot through the towel, but it was bearable, you know. And I didn't want to piss off this lady. She was very stern. And then she was like, you want scrub? So I said, okay, yeah, I'm at the spa. Might as well get some other treatments. So she starts scrubbing me. I don't think this was done in like a creepy, perverted way. I think she's just used to her job. But this woman touched every crevice of my body with that scrub. She went underneath my bikini. She touched the bum cheek. She touched the vagina. She touched my boobs. And obviously, as a pubescent little 12-year-old girl, you don't want anyone touching that region. Especially, like, that's the time when I'm growing boobs and they're so sensitive because does anyone else feel that like almost feels like a stone that you have in your boob?
I had that in my nipple once. I used to, if I press down on my nipple, if I do it now, it used to be a hard lump.
Really? I thought that was only a girl's thing.
But only tiny, like a little tiny. Yeah, that hurts. Maybe I'm not alright.
Well, yeah, maybe you should get that checked out.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe you should.
It fucking does hurt.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, so carry on with the story.
Anyway, so yeah, that was pretty traumatic. But the story didn't even end there, because after I had been scrubbed down by this woman very forcefully, she then tells me to get in the shower naked, and I go, fuck no, am I doing that? So I kept my bikini on, and she just watched me shower. It was very bizarre, and there was like 3 workers just staring at us showering.
That's. I feel sorry for you. That was nothing like mine.
What was yours? Oh yeah, yours.
Mine's like, my dad and I are at the pool, and he's like, do you want to scrub? To my dad, this not a random guy, like the worker.
You want to scrub down?
You want to scrub? And he said, yeah, I'll have a scrub. And I was like, I'll have a scrub too. He goes, well, we do chocolate ones for kids because, you know, the normal scrubs are with caffeine and coffee. And I was like, that sounds great to me. Like fucking, I'm like that little kid in peanut butter. He goes, well, just chocolate or like Nutella. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was keen. So, you know, we get there on hot marble, mine there, starting scrubbing me down. I'm like, this does not smell like any coffee. Maybe this is Egyptian like chocolate. Maybe this is like, it smells a bit like coffee, but maybe it's just the way they do it here.
Coffee chocolate.
Scrubbing me in, it was for hours, wasn't it? That whole treatment's like ages, man. Every inch of your fucking body just scrubbing you down. And when an 8-year-old is getting scrubbed down with caffeine instead of chocolate, it will absorb into your skin.
Oh my
I was on fucking X Games mode for the rest of that holiday. I was in bed, probably like shitting myself a little bit, felt really, really queasy, but I was just shaking. Just shaking. Do you know what I mean? Like,
surely you would have just like, you weren't like running around.
It's like you can bust. Do you know what I'm saying? I nearly just went bang, because I was like so much caffeine, but it was to the point where
it was making you feel ill, or
so ill, and my dad was like, "This is fucking lovely, mate." And I don't know, that ruined the holiday for me because I just felt I felt like I had food poisoning.
Did you have to lay in bed or whatever?
I had to lie in bed a little bit, just shaking a little bit. I felt a bit like lightheaded. It just wasn't the vibe. I don't know why he would give an 8-year-old just a shit load of caffeine.
What? They obviously made a mistake. Did they not realise?
Oh, let me think about that. They probably did.
Did they not realise halfway
Yeah, they were
through?
like, sorry, this is caffeine. It's like, I'm covered now. I'm literally just soaking in caffeine. I was like, well, fuck it, let's just see what happens then. But I was that Charmel shake's a weird one.
The thing is, although that holiday has some funny stories, I am grateful for it because I know even going abroad as a kid, like that's not very common. Like I know that's a privilege to do that, and I have experienced, staycations, caravan holidays. Love those. Me and my sister was actually kind of crazy as kids though, because our entertainment at those caravan parks was getting into fights with other children.
Beating people up.
What, cat fight? I'd say.
You would actually proper like pull hair and.
Yeah, I remember we were in the toilets once and we got like a slushie and we put it over the toilet thing.
Man, you're awful. You're awful.
But it was fun though. Like going, oh, you're a bitch, oh, you're this. But then you actually kind of get scared for your life because you're like, oh, I hope I don't bump into them by myself.
You just don't know who, like, people who stay in caravan holidays religiously, you just don't know the type of people they are. And normally they're like, not scary, but like, I don't know, they feel like they're just dangerous. Maybe that's a stereotype.
Are you going to sneeze?
Yeah, but I've been on a few caravan holidays.
They're fun, you got the entertainment every night, you got the arcade, you got the pool, got
the
mini
arcade.
golf. What more do you need? And also, staying in a caravan is actually really fun.
I've never been in a caravan, I've just been in like mobile homes.
Yeah, that's a caravan.
No, like an actual home that you could take on the motorway. Like an actual fucking home.
Yeah.
Not a caravan.
They're called caravans.
A home, it's like a bungalow, and they attach to the back of a lorry.
That's essentially what they are at caravan parks.
A caravan is something you can drive by itself with wheels on.
Right.
You can't drive that; it gets towed.
Oh no!
A mobile home.
Yeah, it's a mobile home though, but it's called a caravan park. Fine,
That's what I said.
Mobile home then.
Yes. So you're in a mobile home.
Yes.
So you weren't just in a caravan. Oh, sleeping in a caravan is lovely. Because it wasn't a caravan. It was a fucking house.
That's what they're called.
Oh my God.
Okay, well anyway, I did like those holidays for the simplicity of it, making paper airplanes and all that stuff.
It was a good holiday.
I normally went on caravan holidays with my dad. And also, now thinking about it, we also used to go to loads of bed and breakfasts in the same location of where he lived. And now looking back at it, I don't think those were actual holidays. I think maybe he lived in that room. Yeah. But either way, me and my sister were like, woo, holiday. You go downstairs, get your breakfast made by this random lady and...
You do get that in a bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
That's what I'm saying. I enjoyed.
If you said dinner, I'll be like, what?
I enjoyed the B&B experience.
I've been to a few B&Bs, but not for holidays. But B&Bs are nice.
I don't think I've ever gone as an adult.
What, just stay in the
I
B&B?
don't think I would ever go in a B&B. I would probably
B&Bs can be lovely because you meet the hostess with the mostess.
It reminds me of Four in a Bed.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Well, me and you should tour every B&B in Brighton.
Should we?
Yeah. No.
No. Oh, we make our own B&B. Did you ever have a B&B? I would
never have a B&B.
Oh.
I can't even eat. I can't even function in life. And you think I'm gonna have have a B&B business?
What about an Airbnb business?
Maybe, but that's also difficult.
Is it? I don't think it's that hard. You just have to make sure it's clean.
No, but to actually get the Airbnb, chief, is like you have to get a mortgage. You have to either get a mortgage or you could get rent to lease.
Yeah, rent to buy or what's it? Buy to let, buy to rent,
also
whatever the fuck. We don't know what we're on about.
But yeah, we're talking about dads. My dad, I was abandoned as a child, as a kid, as a child. I was abandoned as a child in Germany. I don't know why, don't know how, but I do know how. I'm going to tell you how. My dad met this girl. This lady who's from Germany, and they were getting on, right? And the only thing I can really remember of her, that every time she was over and she cooked me dinner, she used to cook me loads of smiley faces. there's like potato smiley faces. So all I used to have was tomato ketchup. That's for dinner.
Nice.
And warm pita bread with butter.
Uh-oh.
You want to get the door?
Okay.
Quick.
I'm in my hoodie.
I'll get it.
Well, I can get it.
I'll get it. Sorry, guys. So the doorbell just rang and I just got some shoes. I didn't actually know what shoes I've got. They were gifted by Shoe, so thank you very much.
This isn't an ad, James. Is just very excited.
I'm just very excited. I want to show you. I've chose 2 Uggs, but I can only get one. So they're either all black or there's some really cool, crazy ones. Okay. But they're low in stock.
Right, open them.
Oh, I can't tell.
Oh,
we're the crazy ones! Let's go!
Let's go!
Oh, just completely just ruined the mic. Sorry, the audio there, guys. Look at these. If you're any danger. Look at these. If you're on visual video, look at how cool these Uggs are, bro.
They're kind of ugly, but cool.
They're not ugly. They're
like ugly.
Let's put these on.
Hopefully they fit.
These are sick, bro. Yeah, they fit. These are sick. Sorry, guys. Just talking about child abandonment, and now I'm just putting on some kicks. Welcome to the podcast, guys. This is chaotic, but we love it. Slay.
These
are so cool, man. Uggs. Shoe.
What are they like inside? Like a slider?
They're fluffy inside.
They're
really soft inside.
Wow.
Man, these are crazy. I'm wearing these tonight, bad boy. Look at that. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, they look cool. Anyway, so I was abandoned as a child. In Germany, like I said. I was in Germany because my dad was seeing this girl and we flew out to kind of live with her for a bit, literally a weekend or something. Do you know what I mean? Just go to her house. She had 2 daughters. One was 15 and one was my age, 7 or 6 or 7 or something like that. Around that age, yeah. All that's a blur to me. I don't really know what age I ever was as a kid. What I can remember is I had one of those Barcelona Scam toys, the ones that you go up in the sky and they like the fairy and they trickle down and they're like, buy one, €5. You know, I had one of those ones. And I was just out in the town centre, but it was her house overlooked that town centre, so I was safe. And I was ripping it. And I must have been there for a good time because I was like, oh, I'm knackered from that. That was hard work. I'm gonna go inside and grab a snack. Trying to open the door. Nothing. Don't know why I did that sound effect. I opened the door. It was just. I couldn't open the door. Start to knock on the window. All the lights are off. I'm like,
hello?
No one's at home. My dad and everyone had just left me in the middle of Germany on my own. Burst into tears. I'm crying in the town centre, almost scream crying. And this little German boy who didn't speak obviously a word of English came up to me and just was trying to speak to me. I was crying. His mum came over. I think his mum knew I was English or something like that. I had that very proper skinhead English look as a kid. Do you know what I mean? Straight out of a Wayne Rooney football catalogue or something. And I was crying a lot. And I remember she took me into her home.
Did she say anything?
I can't remember, and it was German. So how the fuck am I supposed to know? Ich habe blaue Augen. Do you know what I mean? Holy schnitzel! And she took me in, and I went upstairs into the guy's bedroom, and we just played, and then next thing you know, I don't know who came in, but someone came in and collected me, and the rest is a blur. Don't remember the rest.
Was it even real?
Well, apparently not.
Where was your dad?
I thought my dad was at Lidl.
Yeah.
But apparently he was at home, and it never happened. And that never ever happened.
Well, only you know your truth.
Well, I was also 6. I might have had a wild imagination. My dad probably knows the truth, but I believe that's what I believe.
Yeah.
It's weird. Apparently, a lot of stories that I make up I'm not making these up to make a cool podcast story. That's genuinely what I believe.
Yeah, that's what you experienced.
And my dad's like, that never happened. I'm like, what? That never happened, James. I'm like, somebody's telling a porcupine right now. It's not me. And then on the same trip, I was in a bunk bed with the girl at the same age as me, and she just popped her head down the bunk bed and went, have you ever had a kiss before? But more of a German way, do you know what I mean? Has you ever had a kiss before? And I was like, no, I have not. Would you like to kiss me? I was like, okay.
You sound French.
How do I sound more German?
You're sounding like Ratatouille. Now I sound Russian.
So anyway, we lips, yeah, but not proper that. It was just like a
peck,
like a little peck. And
no tongue.
Yeah, unlucky, you know. I didn't get that far. She jumped down. That sounds fucking grim. But as a 6-year-old, all I did was kiss her.
Yeah.
All right, fucking calm down, everybody. All right, chill. Kissed her. She jumps out of the bunk bed, and she runs into my dad's room with that German lady, and he's like, "James, kiss me!" Oh my god! No, yeah, I don't even want to kiss you. Just kiss me. What the fuck? James, get out! And I was like, I've been framed.
I've been framed.
Who did this? It was her. But why? And then I put my Joel Goldberg hat on.
Oh my god.
It was you. It's always been you. Anyway, so then the rest of that's a blur. I don't know what happened after that either.
Oh, lovely. So you like to black out in stressful situations?
Yeah, I actually think I do black out. I black out in stressful situations, and I also run away from my problems. If something's happening, I just run away.
Just like with your feeling of abandonment still at this age, right?
Yes. Thanks.
Would you like to talk about that in today's episode?
I mean, we can do. I mean, yeah, I do feel abandoned sometimes.
Yes.
Well, I'm not really. It's abandoned's a strong word. I mean, I can't get over my ux. Abandoned is a strong word. It's more like.
Well, do you want to explain why you feel?
Yeah,
way?
It's so. I've always been, my family has and hasn't really at the start of my life all super close. My family, in terms of in a vicinity,
Mm-hmm.
so everyone wasn't longer than 2 hours away, and it was great. I had my sister, two sisters living with me. My other one was working away in different countries, and we'll come back and we'll see each other. My dad didn't live too far away; lived 2 hours away. Obviously, lived with my mum, and it was great. And my nephew was living with me. It was all we were very, very, very close. And then my sister moved away when I was 15 to America with my nephew, and I've seen him once, but I haven't seen him since, and it's for a while, and I want to see him. So I'm planning on that, but it's hard because it's obviously America, a lot of money, a lot of time. You can't just go over for a weekend or go over for a night. It has to be for a week or 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And for her to have time for that, for me to have time for that, it's difficult. And then, but that was always what my focus was, just to make sure that I could see her eventually. Do you know what I mean? And then, really weirdly, I go down to my mum's, and a week before you said to me, "Do you think your mum will ever move away from Dorset?" Mm-hmm. And I said, "No, I don't think so. I think they'll just stay there forever because they're happy, they're doing well and whatever." Mm-hmm. And my sister's at school, blah blah blah. And I went down that weekend, and my mum told me she was moving away to Dubai, and I was like, I didn't know how I could. I'm just never ever thought that would ever happen. It kind of caught me off guard a little bit, and then. A couple of days later, my dad told me he was moving to Cyprus. But because my mum and dad are divorced, they don't speak, the one always thought the other parent would stay. So my mum thought, oh, well, at least his dad's here. And my dad thought, well, at least his mum here. Yeah. But they're both gone. So now I've got my sister who's lived away in America, my dad in Cyprus, and my mum in Dubai. So everyone's kind of gone. And I have family here. I still got my sister at the other side of England. I still got my cousins and stuff. But it just feels very they're
still far away from you.
Still far away, and it's just these little things to me that if we ever get married or propose or have a kid, or in the past when we had a podcast and we hit the charts, and the only thing I could do is tell them over WhatsApp, or message them on Facebook, or it just feels weird. It doesn't feel could never. It's just I don't know. I don't feel as cool telling them about that. When I passed my driving test, I had to send them a picture, or text them or call them. It's I don't know. I know people have the same problem of family being far away and all that. It's not just me.
Yeah, it's quite a common thing, but I think not to the what's the word? Extent you have it, where it seems like everyone's everywhere.
Yeah, everyone's busy.
Different places.
Everyone's older than me. My sisters are both 30 plus. Obviously, I'm 22. So they've got kids, and they've they've got a job, they've got a life. They're doing their own thing. They're supporting their kid now. I don't have a kid. I'm just doing me.
It's not a bad thing to move away because it seems like where everyone is seems like the perfect 100%. Place for them.
Siobhan's loving it in America. She's having a great time. There's some that lifestyle suits her better in America. It just does. And then you've got mum in Dubai. She's just having a great time. The weather's amazing. Rachel's doing so well at school. You know, work's going well, and like the house is just Dubai is just a sick place. Like I would live in Dubai, so I fully get that. And then my dad's retired in Cyprus, and you know, the retirement life, having a cold beer every day in the sun. And it's never really wet. They have like a pool down the road. They got the beach, and they've got this warm, healthy lifestyle. It's cool. My dad's a very very personable person. He's just making loads of Cypriotic, or was it Cypriot, whatever, friends, and he's learning how to speak that language, and it's really cool. And it's I'm not jealous. It's not jealous, but I'm like, it's selfish sometimes. I think of me going like, God, I wish they were here, because I didn't see them all the time when they were here. But it makes me regret that I didn't.
Yeah.
And it's like now everyone's so far away. It's like, and everything costs money. I don't have a lot of money. It's like, which one do I pick? Who do I pick for this year?
Yeah,
do I go see my mum this year? Do I go see my dad this year? Do I go see like Siobhan this year? It's like, and also it's a big deal as well. Like I remember you just going down to my mum's and just being like,
you can just chill. Whereas I feel like now when you go to Dubai, like you're like, I need to spend every single moment of my life with her.
Yeah, like I felt so bad sometimes, like just us doing a beach day in Dubai, because I'm like, well, me and you can spend every day together, but I don't with my mum anymore.
Yeah,
and but it's also just the whole. Like, it just feels so weird, and I'm so glad everybody's made the decision to do what they want to do, because maybe in the future we want to move away, or maybe we don't, or whatever we want to do, it's up to us. And I'm glad they've stuck true to them and done what they want to do. Because I'm 22 now. Like they don't need to look after me. But
I still think you're still mentally young, and you've only just become like a proper adult, you know. So it's just a lot of transformation, and I think it also puts kind of like a worry in a sense. I know we don't think we're going to break up, but there's always that thought, if we did, God forbid, what then happens to your life? Because it's not as simple as, oh, I'll just go stay at my mum's for a little bit. Like, no, you would have to, if you wanted to stay with your mum for a bit, you'd have to go like across the world.
Yeah, but I would have to get a visa. I have to get Emirates ID.
All these other things, yeah. Would you stay in Brighton? Like, it's just all of these like what if thoughts.
Well, if that did happen, I think I would just stay in Brighton, because I've got some great mates here. Like all my friends here are genuinely the best friends I could ever have. But they genuinely are amazing, all of them. But it is weird, because you know, when something like that happens, you probably just want to be with your mum for a bit, or you know, or like, you know what, just do these things and go see your family. And like, I hate that if we have bad news to share, it's over the phone, or if we have good news to share, it's over the phone. Or one of my dreams was to pass my driving test and drive down to my mum's without her knowing, and just pull up in the drive and be like, hello, what the fuck?
Skirt.
But I can't do that, because I can't just drive to fucking Dubai. But there's all these things. It's just like, it bums me out, because like I say, if we get married and whatever, like they're not going to be here. And one of my absolute dreams, is for us to be able to do this podcast live for a show. Not because, you know, people have been doing it recently, but it's been my dream since like 2017 when I seen Cody Code do it. Like I've always wanted to do something like this, and my thought would be always, because my mum's like the number one biggest supporter of this podcast for sure. She listens to the podcast early, she does all of this stuff, and she's so like talkative about it, always ask questions, or ask how it's going. And my dream was to have her be there. Yeah. But how can I get her from Dubai?
Those things you can definitely do. I think you definitely overthink it, and I know it's hard to not overthink. But look, if you needed, if you were doing a live show, I'm sure that you'd be able to find a way to get her over here. You know what I mean? And there are days where sometimes I do feel like guilty, because obviously I see my mum all the time, and even when I went to Dubai for like 2 weeks and came back, it's like, oh my God, I haven't seen my mum in ages. And I feel bad even saying that, because I can't imagine how it must feel for you. But I think you've just got to try not think of the what ifs and just think of the now. And there's so many positives to, you know, your family being in different areas.
Oh no,
you know?
I know. I don't want to come across as like sounding like, I don't know how to put it, but like,
no, I know, but it's
like,
not. But you're allowed
he's
to
crying,
think
or
like
he's worrying about going to Dubai. Like, what a shit! It's not shit. It's not that. Like,
no.
They could be anywhere. It's not about the place. Like, I don't care. You know, if it doesn't. I don't want that. I don't want to be like, oh, my mum's moved to Dubai. It's so cool because I go to Dubai. Yeah, it's a bonus, but like, ultimately, I would have her here if I could.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You'd want her as close as possible.
Yeah, and I don't care. It's cool. It's such a bonus. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get to go to Dubai. Cool, but I'm never. She could be in fucking, I don't know, Antarctic and I'll go see her just to go see my mum. That's just how it is.
I know it's hard, and I've seen how it's hard with my grandma and my mum, because obviously my mum moved to England, and I can see how emotionally like overwhelming it is when you see them again for like years, and then when you leave them as well is the hardest, because it hits you, oh my gosh, we are so far away from each other after spending that much time together. It's like, oh my gosh, you know you're going to miss them so much.
But it's also not just that, it's like, how many times are we going to see each other before you die? Like, not your grandma specifically, but I'm talking about like my mum and people who live far. It's like, you think when you're young and like, you know, I've seen this video of like, he's kind of speaking to older people, like maybe people like 50, 40, 50, who have parents who are still alive, who are like 70, 80, whatever. And he goes, how many times are you going to see your mum and dad before they die? If you see them twice every year, once every 6 months, you're probably going to see them like kind of 8 times, and they're going to die. And when you think about it like that, don't think about the years, think about the actual moments.
Yeah.
And you think, okay, that's like, 4 years, that's a long time, but you're only going to see them like 8 times. That's nothing. There's nothing. And then you prioritise, like, maybe I should see him more, because you have time, but you just think you don't, but you could slip a day away. Yeah. But I don't have that ability to just fly out to Dubai.
I think
or fly out to Cyprus, or fly out to America. And I really, really want to be able to be financially supported for him.
You will be. And I think those videos are more directed at people that can't be bothered to see their family, but it's just for you patient, it's hit you hard.
It's hit me hard.
You want to see your family as much as you can, and I feel like that whole, if you see them like 20 times more, at least those 2 weeks you're there, that's quality time and memories you're creating. Whereas sometimes if you just see your family just like in a chill way, you're not necessarily remembering that time. So I guess the only positive is when you do see your mum, you're properly spending good time with your mum, which is nice.
No, yeah. And I also have to remember they're the ones that went away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not as a negative to them.
No,
but it's like, I can't, they moved away.
It's not your responsibility.
It's not my responsibility. Obviously, I'm going to miss them, but I've got to just continue on my life.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to worry so much as like trying to get to them all the time. They should try and also come over here.
Which they will.
Obviously, but like, I just don't think like that.
I think you don't even think that.
I just like, I want to go see them.
Back.
I don't know why I do, but that's how I am.
Yeah.
And it puts a lot of pressure on me financially, and also just like create, like, I'm thinking, well, how the fuck can I earn that money? Like, what job do I need? What things do I need to do to earn that money? It's not because I want money to buy fucking Balenciaga and shit like that. No. I want just to see my family and just support my family. Like, that's the biggest thing. I don't want anyone to worry. But it's like,
and you will get there, Chief. You just got to manifest it. You don't know how you're going to get there.
No, I know. But that's what I worry about.
Believe in yourself.
One of the I know it sounds so fucking morbid. One of the things, I don't know why I've been feeling it lately, but I'm going to be so honest and true. And that's like, I feel like I will one day be successful. No matter what term that is, but to my head, in my mind, I'll be successful. And
this was our boyfriend.
No. This is morbid than that. I don't know when I'll be successful, but I have a fucking feeling that I will be so successful when my family aren't around.
James?
No, but I have it feeling, and I'm being honest. It's sad, and I'm not trying to get anybody upset, or anyone listening, like anyone listening get upset. But it's like, I just feel like I'm gonna have one of those like fucking stories where I'm working so hard to be able to do something for my family or support them or be able to go over all the time. And when I can have that,
you think it'll
be too late. And I'm chasing something that I can't get.
Let's try not.
Fucking annoying.
Let's try not think about that.
Yeah, I know.
Let's try pretend that's not happening.
I know, but it's just
I know it's hard when you feel that pit in your stomach, and it's a valid worry, but that hasn't happened yet, and it might never happen. You just got to focus on the now. I think that's what we've both been trying to do, is stop overthinking, because we're both very bad overthinkers, and to just focus in the present, and that will hopefully help those thoughts.
Focus in the present.
Bro, that. I'm tired, okay? We woke up at like 7 a.m.
And I'm fucking bit tipsy.
Yeah. And I've got a lesson in an hour, a driving lesson, so I kind of need to sort myself out. So I think we should end this here.
Should we end on a good note?
Yeah, what's the good note?
I don't know, you fucking tell me.
Live, laugh, love.
Oh no, because that reminds me of my mum, because she has that in her bathroom.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm joking.
She actually,
no,
every British mum.
Every British, yeah. Live, laugh, love. Slay, 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 slay.
Or it says mum house for alls.
My mum has one in the bathroom that goes, it's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
Yeah. Also, another one is girls just want to have fun. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, girls just want to have fun.
Girls just wanna have fun. Well, thank you guys for watching. Sorry if this podcast is a bit rusty. We haven't been in the studio for like 2 weeks, so
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Think about it. This is our 4th episode we're putting up, so and it's been 4 weeks.
Wow, okay.
So we haven't really been doing this for 3-4 weeks, even though for you guys it feels like we obviously have every week, but we batch film because we're away. So this feels so weird. So I'm sorry if it's chaotic and rusty.
Make sure to follow us on our Instagrams and the podcast Instagram. Everything will be linked
below.
Instagram Bella.Hill.
James Foreman with 2 N's. JamesForemann. 3 N's.
Well, love you all, and we will see you next Thursday at 6 p.m.
Peace.
Bye.